welcome to Training with Miss Trey, where I search for new talent to showcase on Training with Miss Trey and let them show you what they got. So I have a new interview today by an amazing songwriter, singer, Strings. Let me go ahead and chime you right on in. Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for being a part of Training with Miss Trey. Let's just jump right into it. So you're from St. Louis, correct?
Yes, ma'am. St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. So tell me a little about how you named yourself String.
Okay, so that's a funny story. Actually, the name started when I was in high school at McClure High. I played basketball and I was on the JV team. It's a weird story, but I was on the JV team and we played before the varsity team. So we had a game. I forgot against what team, but was just about to go in off the bench into the game, and I stood up and I had a wedgie. So I had a wedgie. I had a wedgie, and the girls on our basketball team they came to our game because we came to their game, and they stayed after our game and watched the varsity games. We all did. But as soon as I stood up, they said, "Oh, you got a wedgie, you got a wedgie, G string, G string." And along with the girls were a few of our varsity players. So they was like, "Oh, G string wearing dude." And then the next day, after the game, I had home ec class where we did the sewing and the cooking and all that. I love to cook, so that was definitely one of my favorite classes. I had the class with the upperclassmen, the varsity players, and from then on, they called me G String. That name kind of spread like wildflower, and that was wildfire. That was my name in high school, G String. So when I finally got into the music here recently, I was trying to see what kind of name I could come up for myself without being too extra. My cousin was like, "Man, you might as well go by Strings. You already." And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll just do Strings." And I changed the S to a Z, and it's been history since then.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So let's get into your latest project,
Okay.
Lights On. What was the mental capacity, or what was the thought process in putting that project together? Because I know you have two features on the song as well.
hmm
Okay,
Yes, I do.
so tell me a little about Strings On, Lights On.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh no, yeah, no problem. So actually, this is the like the second rendition of the song. I had created another rendition. It was more of a hip hop version. But as far as writing the song, being like a soul singer, a lot of my writings basically come from just my everyday journey, my everyday walk. The song starts off with me talking about basically old conversations with my brother and how our relationships used to be, and that's basically where it was all geared from. I don't want to say I lost relationship with my brother or I lost my brother, but due to just mental illness and depression and all of that stuff, just at his all-time high, a relationship that I had really, really close with my younger brother, it just faded, and then just, I mean, right now is at a point to where it doesn't exist. So I'm pretty much was just writing that.
Wow.
Yeah, I was writing that song from that perspective, in hopes of connecting with others who have mental illness. Obviously, we all go through depression. I definitely go through depression. That's how I started music. So my focus was just to basically turn my particular story into maybe an avenue for others to drive down as they come into the light. So that's why it was called Lights On. It's just basically us chasing our light through our depression.
That's huge. As we close out on mental healthness awareness last month,
Hmm. Uh-huh.
that is a huge standpoint because a lot of people, I don't say a lot of artists, don't tap into that part of their creative process.
True. Yeah.
Everything is about fast, fast, money, money, girls, cars, the lifestyle. But
True.
nobody taps into what actually, you may be going through on your personal side because, it may seem as a weakness.
Yeah.
But I salute you for, putting that project together and actually, featuring those two artists. What were the artists that you have on there as well?
Yes, my brother Will Buchanan on guitar, and then my sister Katara Parson with background vocals. So lovely.
Oh, so that was a whole family situation.
Yeah. Oh no, no. I'm sorry. When I say my brother, I don't mean my blood brother. Just we're very
Oh,
close. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's dope to work with your blood. Oh, okay, I got you. Either way, it still works.
Yes, ma'am.
So the like I say, talking about mental healthness is one of those things that is like not touched on. So for you to be able to touch on it and then to make this powerful project and actually be able to spread it to others to actually uplift them or be able to tell your story and let them know they're not alone.
Yeah.
So that was really huge. You just released the visuals too as well, correct?
Yes, I did. I'm in love with the visual. Hopefully, yeah, you had a chance to check it out. But it's beautiful. I mean, to me, honestly, it looks like a movie, and it just fit right in place with the message that I was trying to convey with the song.
That's dope. So when you say, what is your writing creative process like? Because everyone's writing creative process is different. Are you more of the in the studio, lights off kind of vibe, or are you like, let me go sit at a park kind of vibe, or let me have a collective kind of like? What is your creative process like?
Honestly, mine, I try to do everything as easy as possible. That's what the E and EMB stands for. It's Easy Money Bloodline. But honestly, I can be walking in Walmart. I'm a father and a husband. I can be walking in Walmart shopping, and if a melody comes to me, I'm a hum it. I'm a sing. I'm a do something. If it gives me chills, I'm bringing up my phone and I'm recording it. And honestly, that's the beginning of a song. So I usually start with just the melody, depending on how I'm feeling that particular day or that particular evening or night. And then from there, like I said, if it gives me chills, then later that day I revisit, I go in to write lyrics to it. And then when I go into the studio, myself and my engineer, we just basically we produce the music around it from scratch. And then after that, we bring in live musicians to fill in spots here, fill in spots here. And then, yep, history from
So
there.
it's a whole production.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a whole production.
Yes, ma'am. Honestly, both, and I mean, really everything. I wanna gear it towards mental health, just because, like I stated, I try to create pieces and pieces of art that can actually help people. Throughout all of my music that I create, is if there's always some kind of message of positivity, some kind of uplifting spirit behind it. So if that can take it where it needs to go, even if it doesn't get me anything, then that's enough. I want to basically touch souls. I want to help people. You're smiling. I want to make people smile. But on
Right.
the I guess the most arrogant sense of being a songwriter, I would love to see that track on
Of
the
course.
on the soundtrack of a movie, on the soundtrack of some kind of dope show. I sent it off to Insecure. I haven't heard back from them, but I mean, I just create my music really from my heart. Like I said, it got me out of depression. So right now is no reason for me to stop. So I just create, put it out there in the universe, and allow it to move as freely as it possibly can.
That's dope. So you toured with a couple big people. You
Yes,
opened
ma'am.
up and toured.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we gonna talk about Murphy Lee
Uh-huh.
from St. Lunatics. Like that was okay, okay, okay. That was my favorite back in the day. From the St.
That
So
that's what's
let's just
up.
go and
Same
put it
here.
out there.
Yeah,
Let's go and
same
put it
here.
out there. That was my favorite. What was that experience like?
Honestly, yeah, yeah. Undescribable. I mean, just having the ability to basically just touch a stage. I mean, honestly, with your fans is one thing, but to be out there with fans of a larger crowd and then they rock with what you do. I mean, there's no other feeling like it. I mean, just to be honest, it's nuts. It really is.
Oh my God, that is huge. And then for you, I'm sure you opened up in your city, correct?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for
Oh, so
sure.
that was on another level then.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That goes without saying in St. Louis for sure. I'm thinking about the other areas though, but yeah.
So how long was the tour? Was it like a 5 city tour or is it 20 city tour?
Just five. Yeah, it was something short and sweet. But I mean, yeah, it got me what I needed, to be honest.
Exactly. So that's huge. That's dope. So your music influences range from James Brown, Anthony Hamilton, B.O.B., Drake, and Young Thug. How is that collected? Like you go from old to like trap, trap, trap. So how does that work? How does your playlist look?
I know, right? So honestly, I mean, just from the I guess the original side of everything. I'm a soul singer, so obviously James Brown and all those legendary guys, they inspire me from the core. But I mean, when you get more into the Drakes and then the Young Thug, Drake is because of his heavy beats. I mean, the heavy bass and his production. I love it. I don't
The
know many people
808.
who exactly. I don't know many people who don't love it. And then I know Young Thug was kind of like a tangent, but his ability to throw his voice, change his voice to where it actually sounds like an instrument. I take that in a lot, and so I try to, and that was another reason that naming myself Stringz made sense because to me my voice is kind of like a guitar, so I try to throw it, I try to stretch it, I try to
Mm.
bend and move it like a guitar to mimic an instrument within the beat and within any of my productions.
Well, that's cool that you say that because, like you say, Young Thug is a collective of being on. He can pretty much be on anyone's track
He
and
really
turn
can.
it either trap or like pop. So he has that versatility about him. So I will give you that, and as well as Drake, because he is Artist of the Year.
For sure.
So, like, we got to give him his accolades where they are.
True indeed. You have
but
to.
but I really felt like your influences were like so different. So I was like, let me touch on that because yes, I can tell that you are a soul singer.
Hmm.
But the other side was like, okay, so that's where he gets his edge from.
Uh-huh.
So that's really good that you have a listening ear because some artists will stick into what they know
Just
and
that
they don't
particular
see
lane.
outside of that and they don't research, they don't do who's the legends. You ask them who some legends are and they're like, huh, what? And I'm like, how are you in the music business? What are you
Yeah.
doing?
So
So
I'm
I
I'm
salute.
not one to judge. I'm not one to judge. But yeah, I just go with what feels good.
But you've run into some artists and you've asked them about a legend and they
True.
give you the, huh? What? Who
Who?
that?
What?
And it's like,
True.
bro, don't worry about the feature. It's okay. I don't want the feature because you
It's
don't
all
even know
good.
who what we doing.
You so right.
But I know because I've been in the industry for a long time, so I can tell when people actually know who artists are and who
Hmm.
just like heard somebody else talking about it. So if you had to pick one song from Anthony Hamilton's collection, what would
Ooh.
that be?
Oh, Charlene, easy. I
Oh.
did. So I would probably say Charlene and Dad, what is it called? I'm a mess right now. Can't eat, can't sleep. Bills are piling high. Ain't worked in 3 weeks. I used to really sing like back in college. We were really big on Anthony Hamilton. I redid one of his videos as a college one of my projects, and yeah, it was fun. So yeah. Anthony Hamilton, I'm definitely all about. Actually, shout out to my big cousin. He put me on Anthony Hamilton, and from there I was
Wow.
all in, all in.
Anthony Hamilton is a beast. Like you can you
Easy,
can go from the beginning of his collection till now and don't hit skip.
easy,
Like
easy,
you Anthony Hamilton and a
easy.
lot of people are asleep on him. Like they don't really like do the research and research the people that have paved the way. And
Hmm.
if someone actually sits down and listen, you can like really feel the soul in his music.
You
Like
really
you don't
can.
have to you don't have to go and be like, I think I know what he was saying. I'm not sure if
Uh-uh.
that was his
He
emotion. Like
opens it
you feel
right up to
all
you.
the
Yep, I've been back.
so
I've been on him
I
since back in '03, and yeah, he's definitely helped to pave me into who I've become. So I appreciate him for sure.
Okay, so with that being said, what's next to come for you? Because lights on, it's hot. It's moving around. People are posting it. People got it on their blog sites. You doing a little bit here and there. So what's
I try, I try.
what's next? What's
All
next?
right, so other than pushing this track, of course, and basically allowing it to do its thing, I'm also in the project or in the process of completing my next single. I'm always working, but my next single, my next video, working towards that, with addition to finishing up the last pieces of my full length project that'll be releasing later on this year. So. Yeah, I'm just always working, photo shoots, live performances, whatever it takes. Really, I'm just pushing and having fun the entire time.
So because I love the Caribbean culture. You work with a Caribbean artist, correct?
Yeah,
Or
my
you're
brother.
working with the Caribbean?
No, I worked with him. We actually he's gonna be on my upcoming project, Javada. He's awesome. He's
Okay, is
awesome.
he in the U.S. or he's still in Jamaica?
He lives in the U.S. now on the East Coast, but he's originally from Jamaica, Montego Bay.
Wow. So that track is gonna be a situation because it's gonna have a
Damn,
little Caribbean theme to it.
you better believe it. And yeah, we're going to end up shooting a
Mm,
video out in Jamaica, so that's going to be a fun one.
that's gonna be huge. In
Yeah,
a
that's gonna.
pandemic.
Hey, let's get it. Hey, let's get it. It's going to be a fun one.
Okay, so now you got me excited.
Uh
So
oh.
when are we thinking like this EP's gonna drop? So I
So
can
I would
be
probably say, yep, I would probably say second to third quarter. If I don't rush it, well, yeah, it's very possible. So I'll say second quarter, towards the ending of second quarter.
okay. Okay, that sounds good. So
Yeah.
I put everyone on the spot when it comes to training with Miss Trey.
Okay.
So let me hear a little bit of either your one of your legends or even Lights On. I want to hear a little sample of what you can do and let the people know you got these vocals.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, lights on will be nice and easy. See, I remember them days me and my brothers had. I would gladly give it all up just to get them back. We talk about whipping a wraith and letting this money stack. But then you left me, now I'm derailed and shit's off track. It's easy money, baby, to the death of me. And I'ma pass it on an easy legacy. We put in way too much time to give it up right now. I know it's getting closer, and I'ma show you now. And that's a vow. Lights on. The sun is shining on me, but still I'm feeling lonely. I got a problem.
Ah, okay. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Okay, you did that. Okay,
I appreciate you.
you gave me a little Anthony Hamilton. That's why I was like, hold on, who want to interview? But the people know now you got the vocals. It's not auto tune and it's not studio made.
No,
So I
ma'am.
salute you for that.
Thank
I'm
you.
happy to have you a part of Training with Miss Trey. I had a fun time with you. Definitely stop through and let me know if you have new exclusives. I want to
Yes,
hear the
ma'am.
new exclusives.
Yeah, I got you. I
So
got you.
before
I
I let
appreciate
you
you.
go, is there anything that you want to let the audience know and say tapped into you and how to reach out to you?
Yes, ma'am, for sure. For everyone who's watching, please feel free to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, all that is Stringz EMB. It's STRINGZEMB. On everywhere, what Facebook, there's a space, and on Spotify, there's a space between the strings and the EMB. But you follow me, I follow back, I show love. Honestly, St. Louis, Missouri, to the death of me, and I'm basically just blasting off, baby. So come with me on this journey. I love y'all. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being a part of Training with Miss Trey, and you have a wonderful afternoon. We'll talk soon.
You do the very same. Stay blessed.
Thank you.
Lights on, the sun is shining on me, but still I'm feeling lonely. I got a problem. Lights on, but I'ma keep my head up. This ain't no time to let up. Lord, I got 'em. Lights on, I do whatever it takes. Again and dodging them fakes and them snakes. Fuck 'em. Lights on, you said you're out for me, but I can barely see. Somebody please turn the lights on.